Beneath the clear waters of Lake Ohrid in Albania, archaeologists have uncovered something remarkable. The oldest known lake settlement in Europe. This is not just another dig site. It may rewrite part of our shared story and reveal how the first communities on the continent began to live. For centuries, Lake Ohrid has been admired for its beauty, but hidden below the surface lies a chapter of history waiting to be told. Near the village of Lyn, researchers found the remains of a prehistoric community. Wooden houses on stilts above the lake. Imagine families living over the water, homes linked by walkways, boats tied outside. Smoke rose from fires, voices carried across the water, and children played on the platforms. Scientists believe people lived here between 6,000 and 8,000 years ago, making it one of the earliest lakeside settlements in Europe. Some reports suggest as old as 8,500 years, though most evidence points to 6,000 to 8,000. The excavation itself is a feat of endurance. It is a joint effort between Albanian and Swiss archaeologists working here for over 6 years. Divers spend hours underwater, carefully retrieving fragile stilts from the lakebed. Each timber is a time capsule. Alongside the wood, they uncovered ceramics with geometric patterns, copper tools, and bones from wild animals and early livestock. These finds show not only what people used, but also creativity, resilience, and innovation. What makes this site extraordinary is its age. Radiocarbon dating and tree ring analysis show the settlement is at least 500 years older than similar villages in the Alps. Because remains were preserved underwater for millennia, organic materials like wood are in astonishing condition. This rare preservation lets scientists study how people built homes, what crops they planted, and even what they ate. Seeds, grains, and bones give clues about the first farming communities in this region. It is like opening a window into daily life thousands of years ago. Using radiocarbon dating and dendrochronology, the study of tree rings, the team dated the site to 6,000 to 8,000 years ago. That means this community thrived long before the great empires. While much of Europe was sparsely populated by hunter-gatherers, the people of Lyn were already farming, raising animals, and building permanent homes. Researchers estimate the community spanned 6 hectares, about 10 football fields. It may have supported several hundred people, perhaps 200 to 500, though exact numbers remain uncertain. Yet after years of excavation, only about 1% has been uncovered. The vast majority still lies untouched beneath the lake. So what was life like here? The people of Lyn lived during a transitional period, still hunting and foraging, but also farming. They grew grains like emmer, wheat, and barley, fished in the lake, and kept goats and sheep. Tools suggest they stored food in ceramic vessels and may have experimented with preserving it. Imagine the ingenuity it took, learning which plants to grow, which animals to keep, and how to store food through winters. As Albanian archaeologist Adrian Anastasi said, by the way they lived, hunted, fished, and the architecture of their homes, we can say they were very smart for that time. Lake Ohrid itself is as fascinating as the settlement. At more than 1 million years old, it is the oldest lake in Europe and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its ecosystem preserved the ancient materials and gave settlers what they needed: fresh water, fish, and protection. Living above the water gave safety from predators, flooding, and perhaps rival groups. For these early farmers, Lake Ohrid was more than a home. It was a lifeline. The discoveries at Lyn also have broader implications. They help us understand how farming and livestock spread across Europe. These settlers were part of the agricultural revolution, the shift when communities moved from nomadic life to permanent settlements. What started here in the Balkans rippled outward, shaping how humans lived, ate, and organized society. And the story is far from finished. With only a fraction explored, archaeologists believe countless discoveries remain. Every wooden post, shard, and preserved seed adds another piece to the puzzle of our origins. Some accounts suggest the settlement was fortified with spikes. A sign protection may have been crucial, though these details are still under study. This is just the beginning. With 99% still unexplored, the waters of Lake Ohrid guard an immense archive of human history. One day, with new technology, we may uncover answers to questions we cannot yet ask. Until then, we can marvel at what has already been revealed. A glimpse into the intelligence and resilience of Europe's earliest lake dwellers. Subscribe for more ancient discoveries and join us as we uncover the past, one story at a time.